Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Path to Wellness. Today's video is half marathon training and I'm going to be sharing what I eat in a day, and it is plant-based. So sorry I haven't made a video in a little bit. I've been out doing some traveling for work and I've been super busy with a bunch of stuff, but now I'm kind of back in the groove of things, so I'll be making videos regularly, at least I plan to. So what I did actually yesterday is I started training for a half marathon that I'm going to be running, that I plan to run on March 6th. And I've done half marathons in the past. I used to do a few of them every year, but then when the shutdowns started happening, they just kept getting canceled and it was a bummer. But I'm hoping that this one happens on March 6th. It's in the Livermore Valley. It's in Northern California. It was the first half marathon I ever did, and it was also my favorite one I've ever done. So I really hope it happens. I'm doing a training program to see how good of a time I can get. Now, I actually got this training program around 6 years ago, and I had done it a couple times. It's basically training plan for breaking a 1:30 half marathon. So at the time, I was sort of getting close. I thought that I could break a 1:30 half marathon if I did proper training. So I did the plan. This was like 6 years ago. I got close. I didn't quite break a 1:30, but I was close. I was in the low 1:30s. And realistically, right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to break 1:30, but I definitely want to be able to train to get into the 1:30s. So I'm going to be posting a couple videos a week. This is just sort of to help to hold myself accountable and that I stay on the plan, because it's pretty difficult. It's a 10-week plan. I'm actually 11 weeks out from the race. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it an 11-week plan. I'm just going to start the first week this week, and I'm going to repeat the first week next week. It kind of builds up over time. It's essentially running between 30 and 40 miles a week, and I'll be running 5 days a week. So it's pretty intense. It's definitely kicking up training from what I've been doing recently. I mean, I've been consistently working out, but this is on a whole nother level for me. So essentially, I'll be running 5 days a week, and then there's 2 days a week that are rest days or cross training days. So on those 2 days, I'll be strength training. So essentially, I won't be taking any days off. I'm sure I will be taking a day off here and there, just because I can't work out every single day. I like to have a day off every once in a while. But as it goes, I'll be running 5 days a week, strength training 2 days a week, and taking a day off when I need it. The plan is pretty simple. It's a Monday through Sunday routine for 10 weeks. Like I said, I'm extending it to 11 weeks. Yesterday was the first day, so today's actually day 2, which is Tuesday, and it was just a 5-mile run at sort of an easy pace. It was an 8:24 pace. They say that when you do easy pace for this specific training plan, to do an 8:24 minute per mile pace. And essentially, the routine is pretty simple. There's certain days of the week where I'm just doing an easier run. There's one day a week, which in my opinion is the hardest day, where I do intervals, and that's between 6 and 8 or 9 miles, depending on how it just kind of builds up over time. But basically, it's where I start off with a couple miles of a warm-up, and I do these intervals basically for 3 miles, 4 miles, or 5 miles. And each mile, I'll essentially do a really fast sprint for maybe a quarter mile, and I'll slow it down for a quarter mile or an eighth of a mile, and I'll just continue that for around 3 miles. And then I'll have a couple miles of cool down. So those are the hardest days. And then on Sundays is a long run. It's essentially between 8 and 16 miles, depending on which Sunday, of that slower pace, like an 8:24 per mile, but over 8 miles or 10 miles or 12 miles. It builds up to actually 16 miles. So sort of builds up over time. It's a pretty good schedule. I'd recommend it, checking it out. It's from Runner's World. It's the Runner's World training plan for half marathon to break a 1:30 is what it is. So the planned race day is March 6th, and yeah, I'm starting it this week. So I'm looking forward to that. It looks like Mondays and Saturdays are rest days, but those are the days that I'm going to strength train. Tuesdays usually like a 5 to 6 mile, 7 mile easier run. Wednesday is the interval day. Thursday is sort of a 3 to 6 mile easy run. Friday is another easy run, maybe 5 miles around. Saturday is, again, the strength training or rest day, and then Sunday is the long run. So I'll be doing that. I'll be sharing what, I'm going to be doing a couple of these videos a week, like I said, and on those days I'll be sharing what I eat. So it's, if you're new to my channel, it's plant-based. I practice intermittent fasting, and I'm still going to be practicing intermittent fasting during this 11-week extravaganza, but I'm gonna be extending my eating window a little bit. So normally I'm eating in like a 4 or 5 hour window. For this plan, as of right now, I'm gonna be doing the 16-8 routine. So I'm still fasting 16 hours a day, but I'm opening it up to 8 hours because I'm just gonna be training more than normal. And I think that I wanna see how it goes, but I think I might want that extra time and to get in some extra food, extra calories and things like that. So with that being said, today I did a 5 mile run at that easy pace, 8:24. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so tomorrow's the interval day. But let me show you what I'm going to be eating today, and here it is. Right now it's about 11:40, and I'm starting off my first meal of the day with this huge bowl of oranges I just cut up. These are delicious Naval Oranges. They just came in near my house. They're picked in California, and I live up in Oregon, so these were just picked a couple days ago. And I did my run at 10 a.m. So yeah, 11:40, have this meal, and I'll be back soon with what's next on the menu. And by the way, I forgot to mention that meal was 6 oranges. I'm back, it's now 1:30, and I'm ready for my second meal today. Made a pretty good sized smoothie. This was about 1 liter. Sometimes I make these about 2 liters, but I'm having some other things today, so I just decided to make this 1 liter smoothie. Very delicious. And in this smoothie I put 3 frozen bananas, 1.5 cups of frozen mixed berries. I got 1.5 cups of coconut water, a tablespoon of cacao powder, about 3 tablespoons of soaked chia seeds. I have a big tablespoon of the Marcus Roscrans green powder and a big tablespoon of the Marcus Roscrans vitamin C powder. So that is what is in this smoothie. It's absolutely delicious, very healthy. I recommend trying out this combination. Let me know what you think. And I'm gonna enjoy this one here, and then I'll be back soon with another meal. The next meal was at 3:30, and this was some overnight oats. So I took 2 servings of organic rolled oats, and I soaked that with 1 cup of almond milk. So it was a 1 cup of oats and 1 cup of almond milk. I soaked that for a few hours, and then I threw in some walnuts, raisins, a banana, and a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. So that's really delicious. And then I had another meal at 6 p.m. This was a green salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, avocado, and then I had some potatoes with some plant-based chili on top. And then after all that, I was still a little bit hungry, so I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an apple. So that was it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe for more videos. Hope everyone has a great day, and we'll be back soon. Bye-bye.